Pradesh, Telangana, Tamil Nadu and Puducherry to deliberate on the progress, innovations and future directions of the KVK system. It's my privilege to request to come on stage the chief guest of today's inaugural function, Dr. Rajbir Singh Ji, Honorable DDG, Agriculture Extension, ICR. I request our director, Dr. Shekan Mira, to accost him to the stage. You can sit on the stage.
அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிலமை திறமியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
भारत की जय जय कृषि परिषद भारत की हिम प्रदेश से सागर तट तक मरुधरती से पूर्वोत्तर तक हर पथ पर है मित्र कृषक की शिक्षा शोध प्रसार जय जय कृषि परिषद भारत की.
The dignitaries on stage to please join for lighting of the lamp to inaugurate this workshop ceremoniously. Director ICR Atari Hyderabad, Dr. Shekan Mira, and Dr. P.P. Murugan, Director of Extension Education, TNAU, to please welcome the guests on stage with a bouquet of flowers and a shawl. We have two directors of research also with us, Dr. Balram and Dr. Bhagwan. Dr. Suresh, DE, SKLTHU. Dr. Apparao, DE, Tanvas. Dr. Shobhamani, Ma'am, DE, SVBU. From Director of Research, PJTAU, Dr. Shivanarayana, DE, Angru, Lam Guntur.
most respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, a warm welcome and good morning to all. It's a privilege and great pleasure in welcoming you all for this important annual zonal review workshop of KVK of Zone 10. It's my pleasure and honor to welcome our most respected Dr. Rajbir Singh sir, our most respected DDG Agriculture Extension ICR in New Delhi for your august presence and acceptance of our offer to offer inaugural letters. On behalf of the Director of Atari and TNAU and all the KVK family members, we wholeheartedly welcome you, sir. I welcome our respected Vice Chancellor of Tamil Nadu Agricultural University, Dr. Tamilandan sir, for the readily accepting to host this workshop by TNAU jointly with ICR Atari, Hyderabad, and gracing this program in spite of his busy schedule. We welcome you, sir. My warm welcome to all the most respected Vice Chancellors of SAUs in Zone 10, Dr. Raji Reddy sir, VC SK LTCU, and Dr. Sarada Jalakshmi Devi madam, Angro VC, Vice Chancellor Angro, and most honorable Dr. Gopal sir, VC OS Acharyu, and Dr. J.V. Ramana sir, VC CVVU Tirupati, and Dr. Felix sir, most respected VC of TNA Fisheries University, Dr. Jayalalitha Fisheries University, Nagapatnam, Dr. Panjanathan sir, most respected VC of Gandhigram University, Dindigul, Dr. Bhagavan sir, and the registrar of SKLTU, and Dr. K. Kokete sir, our most respected former DDG Agriculture Extension ICR, and most respected Dr. Adhigari sir, former VC BCKV West Bengal. We welcome you, sir. And I also welcome all the most respected Director of Extension Education of all the SAEs for this important workshop. I welcome our pillar of our support of Zone 10, a person responsible for the happening of this workshop, Dr. Sheikh Meera sir, Director of ICR Atari Hyderabad. Thank you very much, sir, for having this workshop at Tamil Nadu, sir. We welcome Dr. J.V. Prasad, Dr. Bhaskar, Dr. Reddy, Principal Scientist of Atari, and Dr. Maladi, Senior Scientist, and the entire staff of from ICR Atari Hyderabad, who are the backbone of the organizing this workshop. I also welcome Dr. Thirumurugan, the Program Coordinator of KVK Tiruvallur, and his team for organizing this excellent workshop. I cordially welcome the Program Coordinator, Senior Scientist, and Heads of KVKs, and Scientists of KVKs in Zone 10, and my colleagues in Directorate of Extension Education, and the team, KVK Vellore, and all the resource person for this important workshop. We wholeheartedly welcome to the management and staff of the VIT Vellore. Last but not least, I welcome the press and media who are here to cover this workshop. Once again, on behalf of all, I wholeheartedly welcome each and every one of you who are gathered here for this important workshop. Welcome. Thank you very much, sir.
Now we have a presentation by Dr. Sheikhan Meera, Director ICR Atari Hyderabad, on the major achievements of Atari Hyderabad and KVKs of this zone during 2024-25. Dr. Sheikhan Meera.
Very dynamic, and within a short span of 6 months of taking over as DDG, we all have witnessed what a true and efficient KVK system could do, and many laurels to come. And we really are grateful to the presence of humble DDG, Dr. Rajbir Singh sir, and who happens to be the chief guest of today's function. Thank you very much, sir. With your permission, I would like to go ahead just to highlight the stories of success achieved by the Atari, comprising of 4 states, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, and Pondicherry, 72 Krishi Vigyan Kendras, within a short span of 1 year, that is 2024-25. And we are calling this presentation as Seeds of Change and Roots of Impact. And with the directives of humble DDG and Secretary DARE and DG ICR, we are also trying to move forward from art of delivery to science of delivery. The details of which I am sure that the humble chief guest will, in his inaugural speech, will address. Sir, like the Zone 10 comprises of 72 Krishi Vigyan Kendras out of 75 which were sanctioned, and we are proud to say that the major domains which are reflected across the country, agroclimatic zones of the country, are witnessed by all the 4 states in this southern India. And year-wise and head-wise expenditure per KVK, if you see, sir, we are comfortably good, and we are happy to inform that for last 5 years consecutively, our zone has achieved 100% utilization of the funds which were received from ICR. And one of the most favorite things which our zone is looked at up to is the tree of delivery. How do we grow the impact when it comes to looking beyond the numbers? Sir, in 1 year, sir, 1821 technologies have been tested in the form of on-farm trials, 11,676 frontline demonstrations, 2.62 lakhs of farmers are directly trained either on farm or off farm. The most interesting part is 9,696 quintals of seed is supplied. An informal estimate says that at least in open pollinated variety, 12% of the seed systems is contributed by our 72 KVKs and the farmers producers organization supported by our KVKs. Sir, 18 lakhs livestock material has been distributed in 1 year. 459 rural enterprises have been built. Very, very interesting one, sir. 49 lakhs of farmers covered in awareness generation program, and with 37,000 extension personnel trained. Sir, every year around 1 crore planting material gets supplied as far as horticulture is concerned, which also shows that we are equally making the efforts both in crop-based interventions and also horticulture, animal husbandry and livestock. Sir, we wanted to look beyond these numbers, wherein which the farmers as change agents. Every trained farmer multiplies the knowledge across the community, and every single extension personnel who gets trained in KVK gets empowered so that he can reach out to more number of farmers, and making KVKs as living classrooms and many other things. Basically, each rural youth trained under ARIA, not only giving the employment opportunity, we look at ARIA as how best we are restoring the dignity of the rural youth. Likewise, for every single number, we have a narrative. And our KVKs of the zone do not stop with the mandated activities alone. Going beyond the mandated activities, 14 central sector and other project schemes are being implemented. The details are given here, sir. And sir, something which is very close to your heart, from interventions to impact. It is not that we end up with the activities. We need to have a programmatic approach. We just, maybe my colleagues' state-wise presentations, they are going to give in detail, but I just wanted to highlight how do we bring changes in terms of stories. For example, the zero tillage maize cultivation in Karimnagar in Telangana, which because of our KVK's efforts has spanned over 17,000 hectares, and which contributed to the income levels to the tune of 14.92 crore rupees. One district I am speaking about. High yielding Bengal gram adoption in KVK Kadapa in Andhra Pradesh has contributed to 70,000 hectares of high yielding Bengal gram adoption, enabling the complete mechanization. Participatory seed production in Kurnool in Andhra Pradesh contributed to 29,835 lakhs thousand rupees per hectare additional income. Organic natural farming, our zone has been doing exceedingly well, particularly in Andhra Pradesh, wherein which during the natural farming project itself, we have trained around 46,900 number, which is the highest across the country. Likewise, sir, turmeric value addition in one district of Erode has contributed to 53 crore rupees of additional income. And other stories of a change, just I wanted to highlight, sir, whether it is a PPP mode fodder seed production in Namakkal, or hybrid seed production in Karimnagar district of Telangana, rubber cultivation in remote hinterlands of tribal areas of Andhra Pradesh, seed-to-seed mechanization of Bengal gram in Kadapa district, crop diversification with Bengal gram during Rabi after cotton, which has spread over 1,52,000 acres in Adilabad, which is a tribal dominant area, which reflects that KVKs are not only making the impacts alone, They are also making the impacts by forging the convergence with a cafeteria of stakeholders. Sir, the slide shows across the 4 states, we have collaborated with so many sponsors, including NABARD, SBI, Manage, NFDB, and many other. With the tune of 18 crore rupees we have generated in 1 year for just undertaking the interventions. So the canvas of revolving fund for 24-25 reflects, we are calling it as yieldonomics, wherein which on an average 26 crores revolving fund is available with our KVKs, with on an average 2 crores spent every year. And right now we have 24 crores left with our KVKs. So ARIA, cultivating the change among the rural youth, we have been quite successful by imparting the training in 12 to 13 areas where 459 number of enterprises have been established and sustained. For example, coconut handicrafts in Kanyakumari, value addition to banana fiber in Erode, the examples will go on. And sir, when it comes to the growth connect with farmers producers organizations, we empower the farmers by encouraging the aggregation of inputs and outputs and with branding. We have more number of CBBOs, KVKs working as CBBOs, and 2 ICR institutes collaborated with ICR Atari, wherein which 65 KVKs have been associated with 367 farmer producers organizations and varied commodities which are dealt with by the FPOs. And for every single FPO, we have the impact statements. For example, sir, the turmeric FPO in Tamil Nadu, Erode, added 53 crore value via processing and branding. Simple, not going into the details. The rubber base, sir, we invested only 12 lakh rupees in East Godavari district of Andhra Pradesh with YSR Horticulture University KVK, wherein which more than 600 tribal youth and farm families got sustained income with 12 lakh rupees. That is the kind of impacts which we are creating. And humble DDG sirs, one core principle of coping with the climate when it comes to the technology demonstrations. I am sure that under his leadership, we are going to make a dent to whatever we have been doing to do exceedingly well. For example, sir, the zero tillage maize in Telangana has not only improved the water savings, but the farmers' income levels, if we have calculated number of savings, around it was accrued to the 14.9 crores of rupees farmers gain. I am not getting into the details, sir. The integrated farming system is another approach which was undertaken by our KVKs. Sir, the staggering number of 801 integrated farming system models established in 801 farmers' fields is something which makes our KVKs very, very proud. And this is the combination of technologies which are adopted. Sir, the understanding the pulse of productivity of CFLD pulses, anyway, in terms of area, in terms of quality seed production, in terms of demonstrations, we are doing exceedingly well. The numbers are available. Not only the productivity and income levels, we have added in 1 year's time about 353 tons of nitrogen which is fixed in our demo plots. And we are also saying that 247 tons of residual nitrogen is left in our for next crop. And around 706 tons of fossil fuels are conserved with simple CFLD pulses project in our zone. And when it comes to CFLD's oil seeds, where we expel the oil from the clusters of fields, we are calling it as cluster frontline demonstrations and oil seeds, where we have involved 59 KVKs with these many demos covering 2900 hectares. Sir, eye in the sky, feet on the ground. I am sure that under your leadership, we are going to make much dent in agri-drone project as well. And we have documented all the 32 drones which were allotted to our zone have been procured, sir. And out of 8,000 hectares of demonstrations, which was the target, we have covered 9,800 hectares of demonstrations so far. And with the time saved, cost of operations saved, cost saved, and the chemical required saved, and water required saved, we are actually convincing the farmers that not only the spraying, but also can we go for direct sowing of the rice in direct seeded rice conditions by involving our KVKs. Sir, whether it is a SCSP project or TSP funding, we are making the programmatic approach instead of making it activity based TSP and SCSP while bridging the inequity. KVKs, 38 KVKs were involved in the pilot project. I'm not talking about National Mission on Natural Farming. Through around 180 training programs have been conducted. Sir, with your efforts, fermented organic manure liquid FOM project has been initiated. On 11th February 2025, we organized zonal workshop of FOM and LFOM. We wanted to switch over from soil testing to soil microbiome assessment, which may require some maybe additional funds for establishing at least one soil microbiome assessment lab at one of the KVKs. And which shows that 25 KVKs involved with CBGs, and we are hoping that fermented organic manure and liquid FOM with bio-enriched FOM will be a reality in the most commercial crops that exist in our zone. I am holding my breath. 15,869 knowledge products have been developed, published by our zone 72 KVKs in 1 year. Sir, out of which 634 research papers, 1008 popular articles, 412 success stories popularized, 224 books and bulletins published, which is also amazing. But we will retune all these things with the science of delivery proposed by you. And sir, after taking over as director, we just insisted that if an illiterate farmer goes to a KVK, even in the absence of SMS, if he can scan a QR code, he should get a local language video. So within 6 months of time, almost all the 72 KVKs made every single demo plot QR coded, so that now today any KVK, if we are visiting the KVK, all the details and the demo units and all the videos will be QR coded, could be scanned, and we can get to know. Sir, in total 216 institutions have visited our KVKs during 1 year's time, sir. Sir, this is something which you asked me to prepare, the breakdown of mandated activities per SMS. This we have calculated, sir. In terms of OFTs in my zone, on an average, each SMS is responsible for 3 OFTs and around 19 to 25 FLDs, and around 24 training programs one SMS does in 1 year, and 154 extension activities he undertakes. On an average, he is responsible for 25 quintals of seed production and distribution, and 159 mobile advisories, and around 22 soil tests, and 66 water testing, 28 water testing samples. This shows that our KVK is absorbing, has been absorbing at the SMS level the tremendous work and expectation that is put forth by ICR headquarters, which resulted in the applaud that is received at individual level, KVK level, and zonal level, sir. Whether it is Best Language Film Award, Environmentalist Award, Best Agri Startup Award, Best Employee during Independence Day, Republic Day period, Best Extension Worker, HB Singh Award. We name any award that is reflected at agri-food system level, our KVKs tend to receive one or other award, which shows that the great work that is being carried out. In last 15-20 days, Honorable DDG Extension sir expected us to not only the zonal workshop should not be mundane. Actually, the message of the great work that is being carried out by our KVKs, the technologies that could be scaled up at state level should get popularized amongst the State Department of Agriculture and press and media. It is in that context, I am not getting into the details, the significant achievements made and the significant achievements that could be rolled out at the state level. For individual states, we have worked out. For example, sir, Andhra Pradesh, like 5 top technologies that could actually go into the policy makers level. Similarly, for Telangana, 5. And for Tamil Nadu, 5 top technologies that can actually be rolled out from our KVKs to the state departments. For Pondicherry, 5. I'm sure my colleagues will give more details. And also we identified 10 top on-farm trial results which can actually get into the state departments of agriculture. Whether it is submergence tolerance, red gram wilt resistant variety, stem rot management, or black gram VB and Vamban 8 variety, tomato fruit borer IPM module, or brinjal shoot and fruit borer resistant variety which is CoH4, zero tillage establishment in maize, the modalities, and sesame drought tolerant variety TMV7, and fodder sorghum CoFS 29, even today 31, and chili integrated nutrient management methodologies. With that, actually with the guidance of humble DDG sir and DG, we actually wanted to transform and be the first amongst the equals in transforming from art of science to the art of delivery to the science of delivery, wherein which our KVKs will not report only the activities and numbers, rather they will start reporting the impacts, making every effort count. And we don't want to count the heads, we want to count the changes. We don't want to give the training numbers, we want to give the transformation of such numbers. That is something which in depth tomorrow we are going to discuss. And the vision statement for Viksit Krishi, for Viksit Bharat 2047, humble DDG sir has asked us to work on the parallel strategic tracks so that our KVKs will have a vision and segregated into 5 years work plan with clear-cut impact indicators. Sir, on a personal note, I also started writing what are known as Atari Director Diaries. I have so far finished 59 on the social media, sharing my experiences as how actually transformational change is brought out by our 72 KVKs. Sir, with your leadership, the pipeline or the projects from our zone, like we already submitted, you have assured us the smart KVKs establishing across the country. Our zone may like to take the lead, sir. Establishing 50 precision agri technology parks in 50 KVKs with state-of-art digital IoT blockchain technologies. And second one is KVK Sage, smart agri engine, guidance engine for KVKs. Sir, last 1 year, around 4.57 lakhs of advisories have been shared by our KVKs. If that voice could be actually translated into a chart or voice board, we can actually come out with wonderful first of its kind initiatives. And we have our own RAC projects. When it comes to the thankful terrain, we would like to thank humble DG and Secretary there, Dr. M.L. Jad sir, who has been very forthcoming in supporting the extension activities, frontline extension activities. And our most dynamic and beloved, I could see the change actually. He doesn't mince words. And a person who is expert in many facets of agri-food system. And we are very fortunate to have you as a DDG sir. I am saying. Why? Because the kind of command with passion to serve and to help the KVK professionals, I am sure that under your leadership, KVK system of the country will not only exemplify for the country, yet global south, you will take this transformation across the countries as well. We really wanted to thank you immensely, sir, for the kind of guidance which you are providing, and also to the KVK staff and the welfare and the professionals, and bringing out the efficiency and setting the targets. Raising DGs, we would like to thank, and the SMD staff at Agricultural Extension, and all my fellow Ataris, all 11 Ataris under your able guidance, they are doing wonderfully well. All our host organizations. Sir, with the permission of humble chief guest, I can state that I am blessed to have the kind of vice chancellors who are sitting here, who are not here, and also the kind of DEs. They are all like 9 gems. Wonderful support I am receiving from, and not to say 72 KVKs, 72 KVKs and the staff members. I am really blessed, and also my own colleagues at Atari. We just envision they will make it happen. That is the kind of team. Even though small, chota hai, lekin efficient hai. And all my students, the SRFs, RAs, and my administrative staff, my PS, finance officer, all the help is being acknowledged right on here. And also, last but not the least, the ICR headquarters and the farmers, farm women, rural youth, and every single stakeholder who are actually amplifying our efforts at KVK Zone 10, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for this opportunity. I really look forward for your guidance.
For appraising the participants of the achievements and strengths of the KVK through your presentation. Thank you very much for that. Now we have remarks by Honorable Vice Chancellors who are guests of honor today. To start with, I request Dr. R. Sharada Jayalakshmi ma'am, Honorable Vice.
Good morning all. I feel privileged to be here today at the annual Zonal workshop of Krishi Vignan Kendras in the presence of Honorable DDG, ICR, Dr. Rajbir Singh sir, organized by Atari and hosted by TNAU. I thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity. The theme for this year, Seeds of Change, Roots of Impact, Journey towards the Science of Delivery. It's both timely and visionary. It perfectly captures the essence of what KVK stand for. Seeds of Change, it represents the new technologies, improved seeds, and better practices, and also the spirit of innovation and transformation that KVKs carry to. Roots of Impact signifies that the efforts of KVKs have taken deep roots in rural India, bringing visible changes in livelihoods, productivity and sustainability. And Science of Delivery reminds us that it's not just about generating knowledge, but about ensuring that this knowledge reaches the field, it is adapted and brings real impact. KVKs have become pillars of agricultural extension in India. They are connecting bridge between scientific research and practical application. They ensure that lab to land is not just a slogan, but a reality. Through OFTs, FLDs, capacity building programs to farmers, farm women, youth, NGOs, FEOs, and Raitu Seva Kendras, and farmer advisory services, KVKs have been doing remarkable work. They are helping the farmers to adopt climate resilient varieties, efficient sustainable farming methods, and promoting integrated farming systems, value addition, and rural entrepreneurship. Across the country, KVKs have helped in increasing yields, reducing input costs, and improving the income of farmers. They have empowered women farmers, trained rural youth, and supported FPOs. I commend all the dedicated scientists and staff of KVKs who have worked hard even during difficult times like COVID-19 pandemic or erratic weather events. As we move forward, the challenge is not only to generate new agricultural technologies, but to deliver them effectively. Delivery must be local, timely, and need-based. We must focus on digital tools, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, drones, remote sensing, carbon credits, and mobile-based advisories to reach farmers faster and also with precision. Angru is the first drone training center with 12 days training, having the DGCA certificate pilots. KVKs must provide feedback from the field and to send back to the research stations and policymakers on constraints and suggestions. Coastal KVKs of Atari Zone 10 should focus on aquaculture in collaboration with NFDB to double the marine exports. Promote 1 KVK, 1 product. KVK should provide awareness and knowledge on central agricultural schemes like Prime Minister Dhan Dhanya Krishi Yojana, Digital Agricultural Mission, National Mission on Natural Farming, National Mission on Edible Oils, PM Pranam, PM Krishi Sanchay Yojan, PM Microfood Processing Enterprises, PKVY Organic Farming, NMSA, PM Kisan Drone Yojana. Way forward is collaborations and innovations. To increase our impact, we need strong collaborations, partnerships with land departments, agri startups, FEOs and NGOs. More emphasis should be given on capacity building of extension personnel, promotion of agri entrepreneurship among the youth, continued innovation and adaptation at the grassroots level. KVKs must be modernized, digitally empowered, entrepreneurially oriented, to be as platforms to integrate science, markets and communities, and to emerge as the engines of agricultural and rural transformation. I once again congratulate the entire KVK team and especially Dr. Rajbir Singh sir and Atari Dr. Meera sir and KVK team for their dedicated service to Indian agriculture. You are truly sowing the seeds of change, and I am confident these seeds will grow into strong roots of prosperity and sustainability. Together, let us move ahead on the journey of science of delivery, ensuring that every farmer benefits from the power of research and innovation. Thank you all. Jai Kisan.
Dr. Meera, Vice Chancellors, ex-DDG Extension Kokate Sahab, my dear scientists from KVKs of Zone 10, Dr. Meera for making a nice presentation covering all the aspects which the farmers which are really facing in the field. And KVKs have a major role to play at this critical juncture. As all of you know that the agriculture is passing through, though the production is getting increased over the years, the farmer is not getting a remunerative price. Either it is horticultural farmer, livestock farmer or agricultural farmer. Farmer is a farmer. There are many challenges at this point of time. As all of you know that one of the major challenges is climate change. And other 2-3 challenges that are most importantly the marketing and you see the kind of the digitization that is taking place in recent years. So we had to cope up with the advancements that are taking place in and around the world. And Meera is lucky to have 4 important states which are contributing much to the food basket of the country. But you have a lot of responsibility to see that the farmer is at advantageous position. Because, and if you see the kind of the cropping that is taking place, and more sensitive, climate sensitive crops are being grown by the farmers, there's a need for diversification towards other crops which are more climate resilient, whether it is horticultural crops or agricultural crops. That is the one important aspect which we had to take. And if you see in agriculture, there are 3 to 4 risks. One is the climate risk, second is the price risk, third is the technological risk. And as we are facing the problem of nitrogen shortage, urea shortage in last few months, and most of the states are facing the problem. But we have a major role to play as a KVK scientist today, because whatever the urea which we are getting from Government of India, and we should also see our recommendation at the field level. And if you just see that some kind of awareness is created among the farming community, so much hue and cry will not be there. So now we have to take that particular responsibility as a KVK scientist to, at least we have to take it as an advantage, because all the time lot of urea is being dumped into the soils, and all of us are not encouraging the application of the excessive nitrogen. And for example, in the state of Telangana, combined state of Andhra Pradesh, and we used to see in Kurnool district alone 250 to 300 kgs of nitrogen used to be applied in rice crop. And our recommendation is something around 100 to 150 kgs of nitrogen per hectare. So now we had to see that what actually the soil test values of nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. And we had to educate the farmers, and we had a very good experience of phosphorus about 10 to 12 years back. So we actually sensitized the farmers of Anantapur district not to apply any phosphatic fertilizers, because at that point of time, a lot of P was built up in the soils. So that kind of critical issues are to be addressed. And I'm very happy to hear a lot of climate resilient technologies are being demonstrated in the farmers' fields. So one of them is zero tillage maize, what we have. Really there's every need to popularize this kind of the technologies, particularly direct seeding, zero tillage technology. And another most important things which we had to look at now, the bios, whether it is the biofertilizers or bio agents, or we had to see that these should find the place in our regular OFTs and FLDs. And also we should focus on very important themes which actually the farmers are facing, like excessive use of fertilizers, excessive use of pesticides. And you have rightly taken an initiative on drone technology, that is the order of the day. And also you have taken very important aspects like artificial intelligence also probably must be trying. And we have to see that all the latest digital technologies are to be promoted at the farmers level, and like that. And also very importantly, the farmers producers organizations, already you are networking with the FPOs, and now there is a strength particularly for FPOs, and most of the FPOs they are not functioning properly. Now it is our duty to see actually backstop, technological backstopping and other awareness kind of programs are to be carried out by the KVKs. So these are some of the things, and also one of the very important initiative the Government of India has taken, Viksit Bharat 2047 recently. And also this is a kind of convergence of actually not only the departments, scientific organizations, that is the most important aspect that has to be taken further. And we have to see some further streamlining is also required. And a lot of focus needs to be given to involve the departments, particularly the line departments, State Department of Agriculture, Horticulture, Livestock and other, even rural development has got a lot of role to play. And horticulture, we had to give a lot of importance, as all of you know, that almost more than 30% of the contribution is from the horticulture produce, though the area is something around different states are contributing. States like Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka around 18 to 20%. There's like Telangana, we have 6 to 7%, 12%. So this is a very small area, but we are contributing a lot. But value addition is a very important part which already you have taken in initiative, particularly with respect to the turmeric. And a lot of initiatives are required for minimizing the post-harvest losses and also processing aspects so that the farmers get the benefit. And these things are to be taken care by the KVKs in coming 2 days program, whatever the programs which you prepare. So a lot of focused programs instead of having more number of demonstrations. Let us not spend much time on wasting our resources, because all are facing the resource crunch, whether it is the government of India, government, state governments. But we have to see that at least 4 to 5 themes you catch and see that these are taken, these are found, this should find the place in the technical program for coming year. And I am thankful, and also I congratulate all the KVKs for contributing towards the mighty of this particular, you are coming to the rescue of the farmers, and a lot of visibility has come in the recent years, the KVKs, and everywhere we are finding, though at least we have only one KVK in, under Horticulture University, but it's a lot of visibility which we have. And I request the DDG extension, Rajveer Saab, to give at least half a dozen KVKs to our Horticulture University. So because now there is a lot of focus, either it is livestock or horticulture, so a lot of emphasis needs to be given to these two sectors. Unless and until you don't integrate these two with the agriculture, I think there is no life for the farmer, and also there is no place for agriculture in the country. So with these few remarks, I am thankful to the organizers, particularly Sheikh Mira. Actually, I tried to, somehow I thought that I should not come, but he insisted. I think I had an opportunity to meet all of you, particularly Kokate Sahab. I could remember as a DE at Baramati, he made a very, and I still remember that he was the person who said the KVKs are mini agriculture universities. So it comprises of all the disciplines. If you take a name any department in KVK, I think at that point of time he added mechanization, engineering, and also agrometeorology, so that all the disciplines are covered under KVKs. So thank you very much.
Remarks and for highlighting points like important points like diversification to climate hardy crops, balanced use of fertilizers based on soil test values, need for popularizing climate resilient technologies, and use of biologicals. Thank you so much for those remarks. I now request Dr. J.V. Ramana, Honorable Vice Chancellor SVVU, to please give his remarks.
Sir, under Sri Venkateshwara Veterinary University, we have one KVK at Guntur Lam, sir. So, as Raj Reddy sir requested, we also request you, sir, for few more under the Veterinary University. So, this KVK is doing very well, sir. As per the thrust areas given, we are following all the guidelines from the Atari director, and we are performing well. I congratulate the scientists working at KVK for doing the development of alternate land use system, scientific management of livestock, change of agriculture from cropping to farming system mode, integrated nutrient, pest and disease management, introduction and upscaling the improved varieties, hybrids of crops and breeds of livestock through quality input and technology backup, empowerment of women in terms of improved nutrition, income and budgetary reduction through technological literacy, promotion of horticulture for augmenting family income, value addition, processing and market facilitation of household and commercial entrepreneurs, small scale mechanization for reducing cost and the budgetary, capacity building among rural youths towards self-employment. So we are all doing all these things, and we are also giving many training programs, sir. We are giving skill development for the youth and also the lady woman farmers, and we are taking care of the needs of the livestock owners. We are providing the elite animals for the piggery, sheep, goat, and also backyard hatchery, sir. So we are also giving training in mushroom production. We are also taking care of the vermicompost training part and other things like millet value addition products, and all these things we are covering, sir. So we are able to cover almost all the entire district of Guntur district. So we request you to give some more KVK, sir. We will lift up to your expectations, sir. Thank you.
Muna, for your remarks and for highlighting the achievements of KVK Guntur Lam. Now I request Dr. N. Felix, Honorable Vice Chancellor TNJFU. Now,
Respected DDG Agriculture Extension ICAR, Director Atari, Vice Chancellor Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, I want to highlight some of the points with respect to fisheries and aquaculture. As India is the second largest fish producing country in the world, and after China, and the total world fish production is around 223 million metric tons, out of which the India is producing 19.5 million metric tons. And the important point here is, in the last 11 years, that is during the year 2013-14, and comparing with this 2023-24, the production has been doubled. Almost 104% increase has been observed in the fish production. And also, another important point is, last 22 years, from the year 2000 to 2022, the survey indicates that the large population of India has shifted to non-vegetarian, and 72.1% of the population is consuming fish. So this is the latest survey indicates, and with this survey it shows that the per capita expenditure spent for fish consumption of Indian is grown to 10 times. That is, out of 208 rupees spent for non-vegetarian items, almost 45%, that is 93 rupees, has been used for consumption of the fish. So that shows this, we need to increase the fish production. If this trend continues, what will happen is we need to produce 26.5 million metric tons of fish in the centenary celebration of our freedom, that is 2047. And there the per capita consumption now it is only 8.89 kg per person, and it will increase to double, that is 16 kilos per person. So what the point to be addressed here is, we need to increase the production of the fish. So if the trend continues, the domestic consumption itself, it needs 26.5 million metric tons. That means, in addition to the export, we need to increase the fish production. So with this point only, Government of India, National Fisheries Development Board, and all the state governments, they are concentrating and they are giving more schemes for the promotion of the fisheries and aquaculture in India. Due to that only, there is a fast increase, a fast annual growth rate in fisheries and aquaculture. And as far as fisheries is concerned, since most of the KVKs are with respect to the agriculture and horticulture, and fisheries personnel are only limited in the KVKs, and these integrated fish farming and aquaponics, this is combined with fisheries, livestock, and also horticulture and agriculture. These should be encouraged in the rural areas to promote the fish production, not only the fish production, as well as the agri-horti and livestock production also. So only thing is, the farmers should be educated in such a way that, the mainly due to the livestock integration, the ammonia is the main output, which should be nullified, and some of the scientific knowledge should be disseminated to all the farmers so as to go for this integrated fish farming. And also aquaponics is the another important latest technology, wherein we can integrate fish culture with the vegetables. So this can also be advocated to the farmers as well as to encourage the startups. And our university is involving in the, so earlier when we talk about fisheries only, we talk about the carp culture and shrimp farming. Now we are diversifying, and there are farmers, they are coming for breeding of the loach fish, marl fish, and paku fish, and also sea bass. So these are some of the other fishes other than the carps which are attracting the farmers, and this should be also advocated to the rural farmers. And live fish marketing is another important aspect, because the only important thing is when we compare with the livestock, we can get the poultry meat, chicken meat in a fresh form. But in the case of fish, the important point is when we are getting from the marine side or reservoirs, we are not getting the quality product. So live fish marketing should be promoted. If we promote the live fish marketing, more consumers will come, so that we can also go for more fish production. And also our university is concentrating on the fishermen. So in the case of inland fish farmers, we can encourage them to go for cage culture in the reservoirs. As far as marine fishermen is concerned, what we advocate is, now we are advocating every fisherman should have the boat driving license, because sea safety is important, and they must know some of the maintenance and repair of the engines. So now we are giving 1 week skill training programs, 2 weeks skill training programs, and in coordination with the fisheries department, we are issuing the boat driving license. So it is ensuring the sea safety of the fishermen, and we can avoid the natural calamity also. And we are also encouraging the fishermen to go for net mending. And there are some banks, they are lending the loans, and we can encourage the fisherwomen to go for the net mending also. Value added product is another important aspect. So many years, for the last 30 to 40 years, these value added products in the fisheries is there, but it is due to the marketing, it is not picking up that much level. So marketing strategies to be advocated by these SMS of the Krishi Vigyan Kendra, and these value added products in our Krishi Vigyan Kendra in Chikkal, Nagapattinam district, almost 35 fishermen and fisherwomen has been trained, and they have started the value added products, and they are selling to local market, as well as some of the entrepreneurs are exporting the value added products also. And we all know that now we are facing these tariff by the USA. Most of the products from the fisheries and shrimps are exporting to the USA, main exporting country. But now these KVKs also has to look into that domestic consumption. When we encourage the farmers, when encourage the public to go for eating the fish, eating the shrimps in the domestic, when we are expanding our domestic market, and within our India itself, we can go for more marketing of the shrimps. And with this, I am just concluding my talk. Congratulations and compliments to the Director Attari for a wonderful achievements of this zone. Thank you very much.
Now we invite remarks from Dr. N. Panchanadam, Honorable Vice Chancellor, GRI, the only deemed university in the zone that has a KVK.
Good morning to all. Honorable DDG, Dr. Rajbir Singh, Committee Member, Professor Dr. Murugan, other guests on the dais, dear friends from invitees from various places. Good morning to every one of you. At the outset, I congratulate on behalf of all of us, because many new things we are learning. At the same, we are getting reinforced, though we who are part of the organizing committee. Similarly, on behalf of organizing committee, I appreciate and congratulate all of you are investing your valuable time in learning new insights. Lab to land, many things are being taken. Though I am not a scientist from agriculture, I go and see in many villages we have a KVK, Dindigal, GRI, KVK, Gandhigram, KVK. We go to many places, we see that people are very happy, farmers are very happy, and farmers are rich. Sometimes when in our KVK, Professor Murugan comes very frequently guiding us, and Honorable Miraji comes, and we conduct some workshops and entrepreneurial activities. I am going and seeing very eagerly a person is listening to your farmer, lady farmer. She says that I have employed 2%. My monthly earning is, net earning is 33,000. The person who is listening is doctorate, his net earning is 20,000. And additionally for 5,000 he is working somewhere part-time. And that lady has given job to 2 persons. So live long KVK, very, very happy. When my days, if KVK, I would have gone there. By this time, I would have become a millionaire and billionaire. And unfortunately, I am waiting for one more DA this year. DA announcement 3%, 2%. I have not calculated, but my wife has already calculated. So this is the situation. But that lady, all those who are benefited through KVK, and there are millionaires, 3 houses they have, 4 houses they have. They are coming, particularly our KVK, like a Tiruvila, like a big mela. They give lot of seeds, baggages. Honorable Prime Minister is talking, lot of translation is going on. And nowadays our farmers say they said, don't translate, we understand. So that much. Don't translate, we understand. So अच्छा हिंदी बोल रहे हैं, हमको कोई बोलने के लिए चाहता हूँ, गलत हिंदी बोल रहे हैं ना, अच्छा हिंदी नहीं आता है, क्या करूँगा? So they are well developed, now well developed. So our Honorable DDG is very happy. So when he is very happy, I saw the dictionary meaning for, Tamil dictionary meaning for your name, sir. Rabir Singh means in Tamil, Rajbir Singh means in Tamil, Kodai Vallal. Kodai Vallal means anybody is asking anything, you will be giving. Giving. It is there in the Tamil meaning, sir. Believing the God that he does not know Tamil, I am talking, but you go and don't check. So, there are KVK, our people are doing hard work, including our KVK, all KVKs, but still they also have small, minor expectations like pension benefits, something like that, some matching benefits. But see him, Kodai Vallal is sitting. Great person is sitting. Kodai Vallal in our Tamil Nadu, they are called as kings. So he is our king. So you don't worry, all employees will be getting everything. And the way he smiles, I think he is noting down his so things will come. So once again, I appreciate organizers for this digital revolution. Somewhere KVK people are thinking us, I am going there, illiterate father, graduate son, both are working in mobile. The wife is coming, Amma and wife, they are coming and checking what these two people are doing in the mobile. Many unwanted things also we can do. But son is doing online program. Father is through mobile app, digital revolution through KVK under the leadership of our DDG. And all these people, even they don't know to write, but they operate. In my land, there is no water. This particular pest has come. For everything, digital revolution, for all those things, father and son at the village, with 250 rupees recharge, they do wonders. Thanks to KVK, thanks to leaders of KVK, that much technology has gone. But the skill, even this is a very important thing is skill. The way in the cooking place in marriage houses, the very good cook will say, from the smell he will say, sambar needs few more salt, few more quantity of salt. From the smell he will find out. Yes, such a very good men cook. They will find out. But here, similarly, that much training has been given to our people. Our people. That much training has been given to our people. So I'll take only one more minute. Because I am not a KVK person, I am not agriculture person. Without these two things only I have to talk. So we are very much benefited by KVK because recently our university earned A++. One of the reasons, the contribution of KVK. And the Central University stands in the top 8th rank. Honorable Minister particularly called and appreciated our Minister, Honorable Minister for Education, because we stand in the 8th rank. And we told that not only our employees are part of our family, KVK contributed a lot. And because of that, we earned extension. Because of the extension work, we earned A++. So we are happy and grateful to Honorable DDG. So friends, so many things, and my request is, DDG sir, please continue to provide capacity building programs. People say that, for example, if you give 100 crores salary, 10% of that 10 crores, if we don't spend for capacity building, if we don't develop people who are working inside, even sometimes the 100 crores will go waste. So continue to, you are already helping, continue to do that. And recently went to Wageningen University in Netherlands for agriculture. I could go and see how they are doing. They are 30 years ahead than us. And we are going fast now. And we are going to achieve VIT Bharat. So humble request under the leadership of our DDG and our country, our KVKs will become consultants to other countries, poor countries. So that much rich experience they have. Wonderful wisdom they all have. So these go to other poor and powerless countries. We should have. Hunger, death is continuing all over the world, for which now the 90% villages were there in India, 80% was there, now 70% was there. Now people say it's going to be 60% in 10 years. If the villages are going down, number is going down, as we senior people, we never bought water in the bottle when we were 4 years, 5 years, 10 years old. And few more years we may buy oxygen also. So to stop that, we need good villages, smart villages, wonderful villages. For all those things, KVK is contributing in a big way. So we request under our leadership continue to contribute, see that our country is gratefully achieving VIT Bharat and helping other countries in the world. So with these words, once again, for the particularly for the KVK Dindigul Gandhigram is concerned, it's a Gandhian university. Gandhi's values also, self-reliance and values also being taught to farmers. And our police officers in the district is very happy. They say that neither from the university nor from the villages we get more complaints. Because Gandhi's values are being taught. So villages are with the moral values doing well. These are all the additional benefits of things. So KVK, if Honorable DDG gives more KVKs, and so he understood now. And Gandhigram also is in need of more number of KVKs. Our district is drought-prone area, and even for that also wonderful seeds are being given here. So with this note, particularly I appreciate the skills provided to the farmers, entrepreneurial skill, digital agriculture skill is more important. And on behalf of hundreds and thousands of beneficiaries, farmers, with the folded hands, I thank our Honorable DDG under your leadership throughout the country. The farmers are benefited. That skill is more important. Skill is required for all professions. Unfortunately, I will stop with this. Unfortunately, during COVID period, a person did not get a job, hungry. What to do? He went to a house. He wanted to steal. He jumped into a house. Assume that it is my house. She is very happy. I am a retired person. Now I saw at the time I was retired. Sleeping. He jumped. He came, put it here, revolver. Hey, take Almera key. Take Almera key. Then immediately that fellow told, are you new to the profession? And it was how only today we are coming. And in one movie, what girls are thinking, Vivek, mind-wise, he used to listen Vivek. How mother-in-law should kill daughter-in-law, and daughter-in-law should kill mother-in-law, planning everything, he will be listening. Something like that. So first day, yes, you came. How this professor is able to predict? Then we asked, how do you know? Simple thing, very simple thing. When in Tamil Nadu, that too in Vellore side, more jewels, gold, money is kept in the almirah. Will any man keep the key? Will any man? When the almirah is empty, it is with us only, including TDG. When gold jewels are inside, always with the women only. Without knowing this is the technique. Without knowing this technique, you have come to this profession. You see here, even I wanted to take 500 rupees for the past 3 days. For my own almirah, I am not able to take. My wife is keeping left side in the hip always. So 3 women are sleeping. Yellow color. 3 women are sleeping. Center yellow side. Yellow sari is my wife. Left side in the hip, key is hanging. I am not able to take 3 days for the past 3 days. At least you take, go. So when he went there, slowly he took, opened. She is very clever, inside. Somewhere she has kept the jewels, everything. Knowing about the husband, she kept 1,000 rupees there. This fellow will do one day like this. So this thief took 1,000 rupees, he was counting. This retired professor who could not steal 500 rupees. He is seeing the thief. Then he said, at least 200 rupees he can give me. Because I told the place. That fellow came. All the 1,000 rupees he gave to him. Why? You stole the money, why you are giving all the 1,000? I have 4 or 5 houses. I will go to some houses. You are the only person who don't know to steal in your own house for 500 rupees. You are a professor. Give it all 1,000. Why I am telling? Farmers, if they don't know the technique, they cannot make that much money. People are very rich nowadays. Farmers are coming in, farmers are having aeroplane in America. They have aeroplane, rich people they are. For all those things, they are growing, happy, rich, and contributing to the society. For all those things, KVK is responsible. Its leaders are responsible. All of you are responsible. I am not at all responsible. Thank you.
For presenting them in a very lighter vein and making us laugh. Thank you so much. We have now Dr. K.D. Kokate to give his remarks, Farmer DDG Agriculture Extension.
सबको नमस्ते. Now, very good morning to all of you. So wonderful after having the very humorous deliberations from Dr. Panchanatham, Honorable Vice Chancellor from GRI. So you are also responsible. You don't say you are. We should have professors like you in our country. So this is a wonderful opportunity for me coming back to you and seeing all KVK system over here for this annual zonal review workshop 2025 of this ICR Atari Zone 10, Hyderabad. And for that we have our Honorable Deputy Director General ICR, Dr. Rajbir Singh Ji. Thank you for taking out the time and coming. I can understand how busy you are there at the headquarters. But that is what required for the strengthening of the KVK KVK system. And chairperson of this and organizer, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Tamil Nadu, Dr. Vendan. And all Honorable Vice Chancellor, I really feel happy the way esteemed Director Atari could do this difficult task, bringing all these personalities, stalwarts on this platform for the betterment of the KVK system. So Honorable Vice Chancellor of ANGRU, Dr. Jayalakshmiji, then Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Reddy, nice to see you after a long time to you. Dr. Ramanna, Dr. Felix, Professor Panchanatham just now made a very good speech. And my friend and former Vice Chancellor BCKV, Dr. Adhikariji, and esteemed Director of Atari, Dr. Sheikh Miraji. At the outset, compliments for your excellent presentation and taking forward this zone, this KVK system for the benefit of resource poor farmers. Esteemed Director of Extension Education, Tamil Nadu, Dr. Murugan. I remember when we have organized our national conference at Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu Agriculture University in 2009. And at that time your Director Extension was also there. You are from Kerala at that time. Yes, sir. Achha, Coimbatore one. Yeah. So good. All that your presence, because Director Extension is a very key person in this KVK system. My sincere gratitude to the ICR and DG, DDG and Director Atari for giving this excellent opportunity for interacting with the KVKs. And I'm happy the way all Honorable Vice Chancellors, they are supporting the KVK system and asking DDG Extension and Kodai Kalla, what is the Kodai Kallal? So you are the array in the, is the array of kingdom of the KVK. DDG Extension is king of the KVK system. But my earlier, one of my zonal project at that time, ZPD was there. So he used to say that DDG is a president and Director Atari is a prime minister. So this is the thing, and now the things again, the way expected, yes, DDG Extension has to play the role of giving to the whole country, and that is very critical role. And I feel happy that the way all this Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, the way are very aware and getting the things for the betterment of farming community, resource poor farmers. Well friends, along with financial audit and performance audit, I think cross-learning and interaction is also very important, and I think that is why we are here for this workshop. And again, very important thing is that you have organized this workshop at the Tamil Nadu, in Tamil Nadu. Two things important: Golden Jubilee we have celebrated last year of the KVK system. We have great experience of this KVK system for last half century. And again, centenary year we are celebrating of Professor M.S. Swaminathanji from this home state of Tamil Nadu. So that is also very important. We have, celebrated a few days back at the Delhi, the man who fed our country, the way his contribution. Today we talk about Swadeshi, we talk about Atmanirbhar, we talk about Make in India, and that successful experimentation of Green Revolution, the success story of great Green Revolution. And then subsequently we have had all sorts of revolutions, White Revolution, Blue Revolution, all Rainbow Revolution, all sorts of Yellow Revolution, Red Revolution. Those revolutions we have achieved this kind of thing, and that's why this year we have the record food production of 354 million tons, and that is because of the efforts KVK, no less than any other the efforts made by the KVK system. We cannot ignore this. The policymaker, they understand definitely the unique role of this KVK system. We always say, Dr. Sheikh Mira and we were together in USA, the way 4-H club nurtured by the America, 4-H club concept. So that concept, whatever government comes, to come continuously still for life. It started in 1870s. In 1870s, the 4-H club started. But still, the county and federal government, they support the 4-H club's concept. Similarly, the KVK is also the unique system not in the country but in the world. And now Dr. Panchanatham has said about consultancy. Few years back we had Indo-African Forum, and in that our nation was giving advice and consultancy, not consultancy because of bilateral relation, and we are giving the concept of KVK to the African countries. So now I was discussing with the Honorable Deputy DDG also that we have to have the business models. Now Atari, I am very happy the way Sheikh Mira, earlier also I have discussed with him, the way he is taking forward the research aspect in Atari. We know, we are aware the limitations, human resource, at the Atari level, at the institute level, and that's why the network projects, and then coming to the business model, how really we can do the consultancy, and then how we encourage PPP mode for the benefit of the KVKs. KVK, they have their revolving fund, already they have, their revenue generation component. I always focused upon your farm, your experimental farm. That is very important. That is the, center focal point. That should be the hub of technology. That should be a hub for your training, capacity building, hands-on training and everything. Farmers should come and see your farm. That's why that kind of attraction, and that's why how we may have the self-sufficiency by ourselves. That's why I am happy that the theme of workshop of modernizing KVKs for a transformative agriculture future. That is very important thing. In future, we have to have our own self-sufficiency, as we are talking about Atmanirbharta and so many things, and Swadeshi, and now you have few months back before Kharif season, we have organized Vikasit Krishi Abhiyan Sankalpa. I understand, and now DDG is busy in calculating your database, what the achievements, what is the outcome of that Vikasit Krishi Abhiyan. And now again, I think you have in October also you are going to plan. So this workshop, we have to give you the action plan for that and come out with, I'm happy that intervention to income aspect you have highlighted. That is what I think I required for us for the KVK system. And I'm happy again you have kept the 2 press conferences. KVK system at the district level has to guide the main extension system. We are, strong in our technology. KVK is the fountainhead of the technology. And that's why I always say your experimental farm, instructional farm is very important, that you give more confidence how you are earning the money from that farm. That should be the ideal farm. And now you are doing it. I am happy the way presentation was made about all 72 KVKs and how this output of this workshop should go to the policy making. Your database, whatever you do, you have tremendous database. That database should help for the policy makers. That data, and then only KVK system will be strengthened. For last 2 years, our figure 731 is stagnated. You see, and I'll be talking with you how policy makers helped to enhance this KVK system earlier. 1974, Professor M.S. Swaminathan only. And today, we are, because of those efforts, today we are here. And our responsibility is that we have to strengthen this system for coming generations. So that is very important, I think, for everybody, our time. It is said that 18th century was Mughal century. 19th century was Angrezon ka tha wo sab. 20th century United States. And 21st century should be ours. And that's why our role is very important. When we talk about 5 trillion economy of our country, 20% should come from the agriculture, and that is possible only when we KVK people can give the guideline, can give the action, and then we may enhance our export. Lot of potential horticulture component highlighted, fisheries component highlighted, livestock component highlighted by Honorable Vice Chancellor. Tremendous scope is there for our export. And nowadays, this today's situation, tariff and this thing, why we should have our strong points. Now $52 billion export business is there. This has a strength of $100 billion. Every state, Maharashtra is leading in export of farm commodities. Similarly, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, lot of scope is there for the export of commodity. And few days back, your Honorable Union Minister, he said that India is feeding the world by exporting the rice. I'll tell one quick policy decision. In 2010-11, only basmati rice was exported. But non-basmati rice export decision was taken during that time, and that's why now all your Ambemore, Andhra Pradesh may be knowing, Maharashtra, that is the historical rice. Now today the price is 200 kg, but that rice is available in America. That is because of our policy decision to export the non-basmati also along with basmati. So those bold decisions are required. We have tremendous Swadeshi, now we talk, but agriculture is totally Swadeshi. Export, we have to do import about up to some extent oilseed and pulses. We are lacking in that. But most of the commodities, that's why we are very on strong footing because of our agriculture, science and our achievements by all of us. So with this, again, I'll be talking to you. So I'll stop at this moment. I feel like talking so many things, but again, I am happy we have to hear our DDG Saab has now his second visit to Tamil Nadu, and definitely with his vision and his experience, I know him. He was there at the headquarters when I was DDG, and then again at the DDG NRM, this thing also. So excellent that we have visionary person over here, and definitely he will be taking forward all of you for the benefit of our farming community. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Kokate. We'll be looking forward to listening to you more in the next technical session. Now we have the remarks by Dr. M.M. Adhikariji, former Vice Chancellor, BCKV.
Honorable DDG Saab, Dr. Rajbir Singh, the chief guest to today's function, respected the president of this session, respected Dr. R. Sardar Jayalakshmi, Honorable Vice Chancellor Angru, Dr. R. Rajiv Reddy, Honorable Vice Chancellor SKLTHU, Honorable Vice Chancellor TNJFU, and more or less Dr. Meera sir, the director who given me the opportunity, Director Research, Program Coordinator, heads of the KVK, of the 72 KVK, the scientists from Atari, Zone 10, ladies and gentlemen. It is my great privilege to be here to share some of the things before you, though time is not permit us because 11:30 we should stop the program, but even though I am sharing some of the things before you, few days back I was attending another journal conference that is in my zone, the Kolkata zone, but I have not seen this type of galaxy of people, galaxy of vice chancellors who are sitting over here. Really, when Dr. Meera present his lecture over here, he says that the OFT, FLD, then training program, extension activities, input distribution, mobile advisories, and soil testing, more or less water testing. These are all the important concepts of the KVK which we are making this. And one of the Honorable Vice Chancellor just now speak, we are doing the KVK work, that's why we get A++. That means KVK have some potential thing nowadays, not before. I will share some of my experience. I work with more or less 8 number of DDG extension. I first worked with Dr. C. Prasad, at that time I was Director of Extension in my university, then followed by Mathur sir, then P. Das, then Kokate sir, of course, then A.K. Singh, Rivas Gautam, now present our most dynamic, I say, the Rajbir Singh sir. Anyhow, whenever KVK peoples are work day and night for the betterment of the community, for the betterment of the farmers, because we are for the farmers. If farmers are benefited, then everyone is benefited. So, I am just remembering when we are student of extension education, the first year, that is 70-71, better living, better homing. If we want to do so, so KVK people, the farmers we say the farmers are the poor, but not now. What happened previously? All the KVK people activities were only demonstration and training. Out of demonstration, you are not seeing what are they doing after the giving the demonstration unit, that means demonstration material to the farmers. But nowadays it is essential whether they are looking that, and that's why Dr. Meera presented here the several documents they have developed. That is good thing for this zone, I think so. I have never seen, I travel everywhere throughout the country, but I have never seen the huge number of documents they are published over here. More or less, another important thing nowadays in the KVK system, that is soil testing, that is also very important, and also they are doing very nicely over here. And demonstration unit also, I don't know, I have not seen your KVK, but I have the opportunity to select one KVK in Pondicherry zone, that means in the Yanam district. In the year, I think 2008 or 9, I forget the year. So that time I have seen the KVK, that infrastructure, whether they have or not, that's only. But I have not seen any KVK, but I have seen some of the KVK in eastern region. I want to see you the name of that KVK, that is Puri KVK. When I entered to the Puri KVK in Odisha state, they have developed, I don't know, you have also the same, different demonstration unit in front of the KVK. Small unit, suppose more or less 35 to 40 number of intervention, they put in a very demographic way, so that pictorially we can see, and any outsider, whenever any farmers coming to the KVK is their home, their temple. So whenever they are coming to the station, they will do, and they will see what are the activities they are doing in that KVK. So that way you can I don't know, you have that, I don't know actually. Anyhow, our aim is to develop extension in agriculture. Why extension in agriculture? Because science and the farmers, we have to amalgamate both the things. Science and farmers, if the science is, farmers are adopting the science, then it can be very useful for the all beneficiaries. And the second thing is frontline extension institution established by the ICR to demonstration and train and the demonstration technologies, because different demonstration technologies, that should be, we have to incorporate in a different way. Another thing we have to think that each KVK should be, I just agree with you that, but I have seen some of the KVK, they don't have any interaction with the line department. I saw one KVK in a same area, the KVK head and the district agriculture officers both are sitting in different building, but they don't have any interaction. That time, it is a long back history. So, but nowadays, I think you all the heads, I think you are also linking with the line department, because line departments are the main thing, because they are the main extension worker. And we are the scientists come extension worker, we are doing that work in a very native way. So like this way, we have to think for the betterment of the farmers and transformation, how we can make that proper transformation with the help of capacity building, then entrepreneurship development, market linkage, and social impact. Besides that, because we know each and every KVK, there are the different agroclimatic diversity we have, because we know very well coastal, deltaic, and dry regions. Your zone will be coastal, deltaic, and dry region. So that's why you have to make some intervention on the basis of that zone. Then also the other things we have to consider like this way. So my first and foremost request to all of you, do something for the betterment. I have seen, sir, some of the KVKs, they are work day and night in some of the places, because they are the real men who can do for the betterment of the society, for the betterment of the community people or everyone. With this fever, I don't want to say anything, because I want to see, listen to our honorable digital director, so I want to, don't have to say, I will interact later on tomorrow in my session. So thank you with these few words. And again, I thanks to the organizing committee to giving me the opportunity to say something before you. Thank you.
Now I request Dr. R. Tamil Vendanji
Honorable Dr. Rajveer Singh, DDG, ICR New Delhi, Honorable Vice Chancellors, Dr. Raju Reddy, Dr. Sarada Jayalakshmi, Dr. J.V. Ramana, Dr. N. Felix, Dr. Panjanadam, Dr. K.D. Kokate, former DDG, Dr. M. Adhihari, former VC of West Bengal, Dr. Sheikh N. Meera, ICR Atari, Hyderabad, Dr. P.P. Murugan, Director of Extension Education, TNAU, and all the directors of extension from Agri Universities of Zone 10, Dr. J.V. Prasad, Dr. A. Bhaskaran, Dr. A.R. Reddy, Principal Scientist, and Dr. Maladi, Senior Scientist from ICR Atari, Hyderabad, and the team who are involved in organizing this workshop, all the senior scientists and heads, program coordinators of KVKs of Zone 10, scientists and staff, good morning to one and all. I once again welcome you all. I am humbled and delighted to have Dr. Rajveer Singh, DDG, ICR New Delhi, and all the Vice Chancellors to this inaugural event. Your presence here reveals the importance you have given to one of the world's largest and innovative frontline extension system of India, the Krishi Vigyan Kendra. Today is a great occasion of culmination of knowledge from the torchbearers of frontline extension at the district level, the heads of KVKs from all the 72 KVKs of Zone 10. An occasion for the scientists of KVK to share, collaborate, cross-learn, and understand the activities of KVKs by learning through experiences from the heads of KVKs. An occasion to review, relook into the program's outcomes, impact, and plan for the future course of action to be made. First of all, I express my gratitude to Dr. Sheikh N. Meera, Director Atari Hyderabad, for choosing TNAU to conduct this workshop jointly with Atari Hyderabad. My appreciations and compliments to Dr. Sheikh N. Meera, Director Atari Hyderabad. Since assumption to office at Atari, you and your team had brought a new dimension to the workflow of KVKs, and I could see the changes happening at KVKs. Also, the theme selected for this year, Modernizing KVKs for Transformative Agriculture Future, is the need of the hour, as the KVK's role is being felt and needed by all the stakeholders in the district. The 8 sessions planned for the event are very innovative, covering smart farming, livestock, horticulture, seed systems, home science, and extension innovations will lead pep talks followed by sharing experiences by the heads of KVKs is worth mentioning. One of the important deliberation of the science of the delivery is the need of the hour, as a real challenge lies in delivering them effectively to the millions of farmers. We need more innovative models of extension, approaches to be redefined to suit the digital and change in the socio-cultural environment we are living now. I hope KVKs in Zone 10 will reach greater heights under your leadership, sir. You are all aware, TNAU is providing technical backstopping to all 31 KVKs in Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, which is almost 15 KVKs are under the administrative control of TNAU. I am happy to note that the KVKs in Tamil Nadu had initiated skill training programs aligning with the national and state government's vision on skilling workforce in agriculture sector. Under Non-Mudalvan Finishing School initiative of Tamil Nadu, TNAU KVKs had conducted 26 days, that is 210 hours, skill training to rural youth on agriculture-based enterprises for enhancing skill, employability, and entrepreneurship among rural youth. The Tamil Nadu State Skill Development Corporation had provided certificates for the participants. The skill programs are expanded to 18 research stations of TNAU and all the KVKs of Tamil Nadu. This kind of innovative shows how this will show how extension trainings of KVKs are transforming from one-day awareness skill programs to a certificate-based short and long duration programs. I hope such type of innovative initiatives will contribute to the skilling workforce of India and contribute to the nation building, as the demography of India is predominantly of youth population. Another important initiative at KVKs are with the funding support of IPL Foundation with an aim to provide exposure to unemployed diploma degree graduates in agriculture. TNAU is initiating Agri Connect internship program, wherein the interns will identify the cluster village and work with the farmers and facilitate and converge all the development schemes of government. With the funding support of Mechanization Division of Department of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare of Government of India, farm missionary demonstration centers will be established in all the 15 KVKs of TNAU, wherein high-end machineries will be demonstrated and also made available to the farmers on hire basis. In addition,
the KVK farm machinery and demonstration centers will serve as training centers in skilling farmers. Today, India has emerged as the world's largest producer of milk, pulses, jute, and spices, and as the world's largest buffaloes. India ranks second in production of rice, wheat, cotton, sugarcane, tea, groundnut, fruits, and vegetables. However, there is a big shortfall between the amount of food we produce today and the amount needed to feed everyone in 2050. India's population is expected to reach 1.64 billion people in 2050, up from its present population of 1.41 billion in 2023, which will force us to increase food grain production by 70% from today's production to feed the growing population. The challenges to food and nutritional security will affect the development of skilled, knowledgeable workforce of youth in future and also leads to poverty and other challenges. The next big concern is agriculture's extreme vulnerability to climate change and the negative impacts or increasing temperature, weather variability, shifting agro-ecosystem boundaries, invasive crops and pests, and more frequent extreme weather events. I urge KVKs to focus on climate-smart agriculture, on integrated approach to manage landscape, cropland, livestock, forests, and fisheries to achieve increased productivity and enhanced resilience. KVKs should focus on sustainable food systems approach that involves a complete value chain from farm to fork, that is from production, agrarian processing, distribution, and consumption. Additionally, agribusiness development is included to meet the changing needs of the agricultural landscape. I am happy that KVKs are taking up promotion of natural farming and organic farming as a path towards creating sustainable food system. TNAU, KVKs played a vital role in conducting training to almost 10,428 community resource persons of Tamil Nadu, State Rural Livelihood Mission as Krishi Sakhis on natural farming through 5-day skill training programs during 2024. TNAU has taken a lead in research on drone applications in agriculture and developed pesticide protocol for various crops for drone sprayings. Submission on agriculture, mechanization, supported scheme for its demonstration on the farmers' fields is also being implemented in TNAU. Through the funding support of ICR Atari Hyderabad, 2 drones were deployed for demonstrations in the farmers' field. TNAU had initiated TNAU FPO linkage as a part of strengthening FPOs through technical support and facilitation to farmers producing organization. TNAU has adopted 1 FPO and 1 TNAU central policy. Accordingly, 110 FPOs are linked with TNAU centers for providing technical backstopping for further improvement of FPO stakeholders in Tamil Nadu. All the KVKs in TNAU had adopted FPOs and signed MOU. TNAU facilitated all the KVKs in Tamil Nadu to inform and enable farmers to access KVKs programs, especially all the training programs through their smartphones. This initiative will pave the way for farmers to access KVK programs from anywhere, anytime. In addition, with the funding support of Tamil Nadu government, TNAU KVKs had established one-stop advisory cum sales center at 14 KVKs. Our Directorate of Extension Education is closely monitoring all KVKs in TNAU in Tamil Nadu and Puducherry with the support and guidance of Director Atari Hyderabad and providing technological backstopping to KVKs. Through Educational Media Center, E-Extension Center, a TNAU TV, an exclusive YouTube channel of TNAU, and through social media platforms, TNAU is reaching farmers through this new media. I am sure that the outcome of this workshop will enable all the KVKs to reorient their activities for effective and efficient implementation of mandated activities. Let us all pledge together and work with passion for the upliftment of our people and betterment of our nation. I wish you all the best. Thanks for the opportunity given. Thank you one and all. Nandri.
Thank you, Dr. R. Tamilvendanji, for those presidential remarks and for elaborating on how TNAU is technology backstopping all the KVKs of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, and for suggesting a way forward to all the KVKs of the zone. Thank you, sir. The next publication is based on the achievements of KVKs. The last publication to be released today. Thank you so much, sir, for facilitating the release of the publications from Adani. So we are actually developed by KVKs of the zone. We have 80 of such publications today, showing you the list of all the 80 publications. Thank you so much. Which material for the benefit of farming community in Erode district. We consider it a privilege to honor Shri V.S. Padanivel with a memento and a shawl in recognition and gratitude for this noble gesture of his. Sir,
benefit our country and agriculture community. It is my humble request that the farmers who register their agriculture seedlings like banana, turmeric, sugarcane and all kinds of strong seedlings in advance should be given seedling all the production tasks. Thank you.
Especially in order to provide for these links in time to the farmers. Sir. Yes, sir.
So the times in the watch clearly show it is mid-noon. So good noon, friends. Honorable Vice Chancellors, Director Extension, Team Atari led by Dr. Meera, and the real players, heroes and actors of Krishi Vigyan Kendra. To start with, let me tell that this is my first official visit in Tamil Nadu. Once earlier I came in Coimbatore when Honorable Agriculture Minister was there, I accompanied him. But this is the official program of our division through Atari Zone 1, Zone 10. Let me remember the two great souls of this land, Professor Abdul Kalam and Professor M.S. Swaminathan. The most inspirational personality this land has created for all the agriculture scientists. Let me also go to this land, Zone 10, from the journey of where the journey of Krishi Vigyan Kendra started in 1974 at Pondicherry. And this journey in next 5 decades, we reached to 731, and more than 100 KVKs are under pipeline. We have got the approval. So I'm emotional as well as very happy to see here, top of 8. I'm really impressed by the apex research leaders of all the university, where I think the munch or the stage is smaller than our presence. This shows that you are real curious to make the KVK vibrant KVK so that we can reach the farmer to the unreached farmers. I'm very thankful to all the Honorable Vice Chancellor here, and then women empowerment. Madam Sharda is there. She is representing the woman Vice Chancellor of the country. While growing, I was a student and then researcher. TNAU has an impact on my life in the sense we were thinking that Pannagar was the number 1. I mean the first university. And then PAU, HAU and TNU. And then we came to know Angaru. And the contribution of TNU is, it is known as the seat of excellence and seat of, excellence in research and every field of agriculture. And I was very impressed to see when I was moving in the different part of the country, the product of Angaru Madam, MTU series I was telling somewhere also where you were also there. Still the most prominent variety BP 5204, commonly known as Samba Masuri. It is the heart of the farmers, not only in Andhra Pradesh, not only in Chhattisgarh. I can see that also propagate in West Bengal and even Bihar and Eastern Uttar Pradesh. This shows the hard work and the excellence created by our stalwarts who devoted the full life to the cause of farmers. Those stalwart who has devoted their whole life for the cause of farmers, I believe now today we are here to deliberate the things what we can do more better and the expectations of our elders who has the vision with them, how best we can do for the farmers in that sense. I think workshop is a platform where we interact, we deliberate, we share experiences, we have the opportunity to have cross learning, we share the success stories. We do show. We should also share the failure studies because that give us more confidence and more learning. Because failure is the first step of success. As you know now, the new Director General of ICAR, Dr. M.L. Jat, has taken over. The first meeting he has taken about the KVKs. He has very good international exposure and he knows that if we have a vibrant extension system in the country, the things, the technology will move faster and swiftly to the farmers. And his vision is very clear about the Krishi Vigyan Kendra. Later part, after 2 or 3 months, he invited all the Atari directors and we had a meeting of around 3-4 hours where we discuss a lot how the KVK can move better and how can we strengthen the KVKs. One part is administratively issues. We have a lot of issues throughout the country because the stakeholders are many. So we have many issues. And by this time you are aware that 2-3 good decision has come at place and rest of the decisions are moving on. I think in coming time, the administrative issues which we are struggling will have a good solution for that. The another point is how to have more funds because every institution, whether it is SAU or whether it is KVK, they are having crunches of funds. So we have series of meeting with the different stakeholders, different ministry along with the Honorable Director General. Until I joined 6 months back and the Honorable DG had joined 3.5 months back. Till now we could convince the 4 ministry and now they are thinking that we have to work with the KVKs. And now we are in a process of planning some of the project which they will fund. Until or unless they are not finalized, I will not disclose. But one good thing I must disclose here because now I have a letter with me that Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship has come with the KVK and now they will be sponsoring KVK and we probably are getting around 70 to 80 crore rupees. And they, the final, final nitty-gritty of that project is going on and coming maybe in 1 month we'll be able to declare it. We have submitted 5 projects to the tune of 5,000 crores only for KVKs. I would say that we have submitted it. I will post it because I am not very much interested to roaming here and there. But first we have to strengthen our system. Then we will show it that how best we can do that. We have submitted some beautiful projects. And one project is from World Bank also where my dream is that the KVK leaders should also have abroad exposure. So that component has also been taken care of in this project. We are working on that front. Nevertheless, he has given clear-cut 7-8 points the Honorable DG, which will be monitored by me, and all the Ataris will be tightly, monitored on those parameters. Because what things are happening in the country, the role of KVK, we are not able to highlight those things to the tune where it should be. I tell you two very important story. One, yesterday night when I was coming from Delhi to Chennai, Honorable Finance Minister Madam Nirmala Sitaramaiah was there in the same flight. I went to her, I boarded her, and I greeted her. And then I introduced myself as Rajbir Singh, Deputy Director, General Agriculture Action. Oh, how was your Abhiyan? That is you. I was so elated. Then I told we have some problems, financial problems. Then she smiled also. My point is that country's finance minister is also knowing what KVK is. Now coming down to our 15 days Abhiyan, Kirsi Viksit Sankalp Abhiyan, we touch upon 1.35 crore farmers in a span of 15 days. It's world record. Honorable Minister of Agriculture time and again is appreciating this, our efforts in the sense that it is a, uniqueness. We covered around 1.4 lakh villages, 1.35 crore farmers. We have total 14 crore farmers in the country. That means around 10%. We have 6 lakh villages in the country. We touch upon 1.4 lakh villages. I mean, the participation of farmers from 1.4 lakh farmers is not a small thing. Top of it, around 27% were women participation. And we covered 728 agriculture-related districts of the country. We also covered all the aspirational districts, all the tribal districts, even the vibrant village on the border of the country. This is a unique effort which were led by KVK. And KVK has all the partners, but the key point came out of it that we are able to listen the farmers. Farmers are also researchers. They have their own, innovations at their command. We could able to capture 300 innovations with the farmers, which farmers has demonstrated that they are also the research in the research, web. Ultimately, the main point came out of this Abhiyan was the farmer-led research. We agree with it that there is academic students, so there are experiments which may or may not be fully, useful for the farmers. But now, by capturing those things, we have come with 500 farmer-led issues. If we can give the solution of those problems of farmers, those will be very, very useful for the farmers. As you know, agriculture is a state subject. There is agriculture ministry, then state agriculture minister, and a state agriculture university. There is ICR institutes. Let me give an example for that. During the Abhiyan, we went to Madhya Pradesh, and that too in the constituency of Honorable Agriculture Minister Vidisha. Farmers told the problem of soybean. They told that we do not get the timely availability of seeds. We don't have machines. We do not have good quality of weed control. And to our surprise, in Madhya Pradesh, there is institute on soybean. There is institute of CIA, Central Institute for Agriculture Engineering, who is addressing the machines. There is Directorate of Weed Research, which is also in Madhya Pradesh. There is Indian Institute of Soil Science, just as adjacent to CIA. So all the institute in the same state, and they are not connected. Soybean Institute is talking about only seed. Weed Institute is talking about the weed person, but they never joined. And while having the meeting, Honorable Minister told this issue that all the researchers are there in Madhya Pradesh, but they don't come together to solve the problem of farmers. This is a very funny things happening in our country, and that is the main objective here, that we will join together, become a team, and then let's go to the farmers. Let's listen him, what is his practical problem, and then we have discussion what best can we develop the technology which will be directly useful for the farmers. And here is the role of KVK. Now, for last 2 months, I was struggling in my office, working the huge data which has been captured during the Abhiyan. And now I am fully convinced, and I have come out with the statistical analysis, and yesterday I have given my publication in the press. So within a week, all the publication will come out. They will be giving what are the points, what are the researchable issues which has to be addressed. Institute-wise, university-wise, state-wise, we have developed all those things. So one point is that now Honorable DG is very curious, and he will be talking each one of the Vice Chancellor. These are the priorities of your university. You should also focus on those things. And every institute will be given the targets. Okay, next 5 years, you have to, what you are doing, we are not saying don't do that, you do that. But you also do these things on priorities, because these 5 points we want from this institute. And the responsibility for this is given to the respective Deputy Director General and the RAC Chairman. Research Advisory Committee is there in all the institutes. So Chairman as well as DDG and the whole responsibility of Director also. They will be made responsible that you come out with these solutions within 3, 4, 5 years. So the trend of research component has been reversed, and they now, what I was expecting, what we are discussing in different meetings, and the response we are getting from even the CSR fund, I am pretty sure the issue of finance crunch, particularly for KVK, in next 2 years, we will be able to sort it out. I am pretty sure. And I will try to the logical end. And similarly, if all the team of KVKs, along with the SAUs, if we work with the farmers, and what Dr. Meera has given the seed of development and then the roots of impact, I'm very thankful that you have very nicely prepared that PPT. But my point here is that this essence of those points which was mentioned here, that should percolate down the actors, players. Because my view is, if the pathway is clear, we can go. If we are not clear way what to do, we cannot do much. And tell you what KVK is doing, it impacted a lot, and the research of IFRI says, if we invest 1 rupee in the development of KVK or strengthening of the KVK, it gives 12 rupees outcome. And this is the base where we convince the other partners that if you invest this much of amount, 100 crores, you will be getting the outcome of 1200 crores. And that's what I am saying, that we are pretty sure that we are getting good funding, and that to different partners, different ministry. So in coming time, the things will be reversed, sir. And I promise you, the fear, psychosis is there in the KVK, whether we are temporary, whether we are this, which, or itna rumors hai, sir. And that's why I'm not saying anything here, because again the things will be recorded and going to different parts, different zones. Only thing I would say is that the days of KVKs are going to be reversed, in the sense that we are going to be having more powerful in coming time. And this Viksit Krishi Sankalp Abhiyan has given that direction. And we have given the convincing proof and evidences for that. Even thrice Honorable Prime Minister of the country has mentioned the role of Krishi Viksit Sankalp Abhiyan in his address. This is not a small thing. My point here is that the expectation are more. If we are given the more facility, definitely will do. But the point is what to do, that is more important. Now, at district level, you know, there are 6-7 scientists in the KVK and total staff is 12, 13, that also 30% less. What can they do in the district? Now, earlier, the report says, what has been, evaluated by other agencies, they say that KVK reaches up to 35 to 40 villages at the most active KVKs. And they capture around 5,000 to 6,000 farmers in a year. That's what our annual report says. And we are doing FLD and OFT and then training part, all those things. But now, with this Abhiyan, do you know how much we have reached? From 35, 40 villages, we have reached to 200 villages. At least they came to know that something is there is a system, we can approach them and like that. And this Rabi season again, we will be changing the villages. That means 200 villages, one season, 200 villages. Another season, 400 villages, reach has increased many times, 10 times. Similarly, you have mentioned in your PPT also, how to reach the maximum number of farmers now. 70-80% of farmers having their mobile where we can reach them. What should be the pathway? In my point, a vibrant KVK must have certain point of things, which I am insisting here. One is training modules. We have perfect training modules for women, for youth, for every farmers. How can we train them? In a vibrant and in a center of excellence KVK, I think diagnostic unit is another very important thing. Third thing, I think it is the agro-processing unit we have, according to the need of that area. We have agro-processing center at our command. Farmers come there, use that facility, and then go back. Another point is custom hiring center. We are planning for that. Till now, we have around 200 KVKs where we have custom hiring center, and in coming time, we will be reaching more number of KVKs. Then seed is a gem with us, which has multiplying effect. While talking about different Ataris, first time I could find that you have produced this much of seed, but it has gone to this much of land. This is a beautiful part. This number of planting material we have given, which has translated into this number of hectares of orchards like that. Such type of things we have to frame at Atari level so that we can convince the policy makers, if you do this, we can give this to the nation. Such type of things has to be educated to each member of our team. They must know how to use these things in forecasting and everything. Another point is agro advisories. And my last point is creation of volunteers for the KVK. Because KVK is not mine, KVK is not yours, KVK is not yours, it's for the farmers. So farmers should come forward. This is my institution. And I have seen many KVKs where they call with one phone call, hundreds of farmers come around. This is called as the volunteer or the farmers of KVK. Such type of things we have to frame. I'm making some of homework with me, and later part of year, I will give one presentation to all the players and the hard workers who are working at the ground zero. How best we can make our KVK shining in the and image building, what you call it. We are doing the things, but if you are doing the things and visualize it, the things can change. We are in the process of EFC formulation. EFC is a document of next 5 years what we will do. We are in the process. I have instructed all the Atari directors to prepare their EFC document related to you, where we will have an opportunity, the things what we have to do at the KVK level. Those things should be imbibed in our EFC, so that in next 5 years, we have different type of KVKs in the sense, Vice Chancellor साहब बोल रहे थे कि we want fishery KVK, we want horticulture KVK. So looking into those things, I will come later on those part also. But taking these 6 points, what I am saying, that if we have these facilities as our KVK, it will be a vibrant KVK in the sense that farmers are coming, going for training, for machine, for advisories. That type of vibrant system we must have at the KVK level. And then I think you have done good work on research paper, more than 600, popular article more than 1,000, 400 success stories, but there was not mention of any failure study. I cannot be convinced if you don't have any failure study. You must have. My point here is that we must also highlight those things that we failed here. And that's why the next time you will be successful. Failed story always give learnings. And if you failed, one KVK failed on one aspect, and if that KVK say that I failed, I am failed. I failed because of this. So at least other KVK can take learning from that, if I will do like this, there are chances of failure. But if I do avoid these things, I can be successful. So this type of things should also be taken care of while deliberating next 2-3 days. My last point, I must mention the good deliberation or the talk or the lecture by Professor Panchanatham. I think earlier I was thinking all are, sleeping. But when you came and you started your speech, then they started, oh, something is going on. And then you gave that, key story and all were laughing. So in between, we must also have such type of jokes so that we should be vibrant. The psychology say that if you are sitting on the same place for a long time, you are going to be, bored. Whatever film, good film or anything is going on. So somebody is boring, somebody is, joking, that type of thing make the vibration going on. So my point is, sir, you are asking about the KVKs. One of our esteemed colleague also talking about the KVKs for fishery. Oh, let me mention one more thing, sir. I forget it. Your agriculture minister of Andhra Pradesh is so crazy, I would say, and very active. He came in my office. No, he is not agriculture minister. He is member of parliament. He came in my office, not alone, full team. And he was having all the records better than me. I was in the problem because my team was not so prepared. So he talking, your file is here. I was looking at him. How do you know? Yeah, I got this from e-file and they are having all the records. Such type of leaders are required. वो कान खींचना बोलते हैं ना, screw, वो वैसे करते हैं. और उन्होंने, he has given in writing to me that I am giving you 15 days. After 15 days, again I will come with my team. And the young guys he was having, all perfect in English, typing and everything. So now I told my team that now you should also be very, active. Because next 15 days he will again come. And he is member of parliament, so he has access to agriculture minister or any minister. So he will complain there and then you will see I will thrash you. So my point here is now the things are changing. We are answerable. And Professor Panchanatham was saying that smartly he told that I am not responsible. No, you are responsible, you are sitting on a vice chancellor seat. And this is a seat of decision taking. You can't avoid it. You are responsible. So I am also responsible, but you are also responsible. And the good part is the satisfying part, and I will mention to the Honorable Director General also, that all the Vice Chancellor came in our workshop. We debated for 2-3 days. And the points which we were finalized by the Honorable DG, those points you have presented here. And the message of DG, I told you that he is very vibrant for the vibrant extension system. And in coming time, we will be hoping many good things happening. But your leadership must nurture our team at ground, motivate them. And my humble request to all the Honorable Vice Chancellor is also, DG has told me this thing, he will be taking one virtual meeting with all the Vice Chancellor. But I have the opportunity to give the messages that in Rabi Abhiyan, which is going to start on 3rd of the October, though it's festive season, but even then we have to work hard. But my request to you, all of you, Honorable Vice Chancellor, is that you also involve the students this time. May not be 15 days, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Let them also learn with the real situation. They go in the villages, go in the fields, go talk with the farmers. They will have some confidence and some real-time, observations they will be having. We will capture those things also. So my humble request to all of you is that involve the students in this Abhiyan also. My next point, and somewhere the esteemed colleague has told about that, let's prepare the KVK as consultant. Yeah, let me tell you, South-South collaboration, now government is putting a lot of pressure on South-South collaboration. So we have huge opportunity to showcase our success stories, particularly of climate resilient villages, which has occurred in NICRA project. Such type of successful story can have a place in African countries, South Asian countries. We have good scope. And talks are going on because this is a bilateral relation, so we can enter where only we have the bilateral relation with the governments. But many, I have a plan, I have influence, I have convinced the Honorable DG also that you take one, round table discussion with the all ambassadors, particularly of African countries or South Asian country, where we can have say of our good stories coming out of extension system of KVK. So such type of things, we will try it. Let's see, some clients come to us and then we have collaboration with them and we can, the plan is on those sides. So I got the opportunity to interact with all the Honorable Vice Chancellors, the stalwarts of extensions and all the real players, I would say heroes working at the ground zero. And I personally thank each one of the Honorable Vice Chancellor. You spare so much time for this workshop. This has, given us a lot of strength that, okay, we all are together and we have to build a very vibrant extension system. And by 2047, the mission of the country, we have a greater role in coming time. Thank you very much.
Address and for envisioning a path for elevating the image of KVKs of the country. In recognition, thank you so much. Who presided over the inaugural session and guided us with his thought-provoking remarks. We thank him for consenting to organize this workshop at Vellore and for facilitating all the required arrangements even through the DE, TNAU and KVK Vellore. I place on record our sincere appreciation to the Vice Chancellors of ANGRU SKLTSHU, SVVU, TNJFU, and GRI, whose encouraging words remind us of the collective responsibility of strengthening the KVK system across our zone. We are honored by the gracious presence of Dr. K.D. Kokate, former DDG Agriculture Extension ICR, Dr. M.M. Adhikari, former Vice Chancellor BCKV. Your continued guidance motivates us to strive harder for a meaningful extension. Our sincere thanks are due to Dr. Sheikhan Miraji, Director ICR Atari Hyderabad, for his continuous guidance, mentorship, and vision to transform KVKs into a vibrant extension system. A special word of appreciation to Dr. P.P. Murugan, Director of Extension Education TNAU, for the warm words of welcome and for hosting this workshop with meticulous planning. I thank his colleague Dr. D. Senthil for coordinating with Atari in planning the workshop. I thank all other DEs and DRs of SUs who are with us today. Thank you for your participation. Our sincere thanks are due to Dr. Thirumurugan, head, and other members of staff of KVK Vellore for their painstaking efforts in making all the required logistic arrangements. We gratefully acknowledge the release of valuable publications today, which will enrich our collective efforts in extension and outreach. Our thanks also go to the dignitaries for felicitating Mr. P.C. Palanivel, a progressive farmer and an altruist, symbolizing the very spirit of KVK movement. I take this opportunity to thank the media representatives for joining us and for helping to disseminate the outcomes of this workshop to the wider public. I thank all the heads and SMSs of KVKs of Zone 10 for their active participation and contribution to the technical sessions of the workshop. We extend our deep appreciation to the organizing team from ICR Atari Hyderabad, TNAU and KVK Vellore, whose untiring efforts have made this event possible. We thank the management of VIT Vellore, especially Registrar, Dean of VAIL, for extending the conference hall and guest house facilities for the successful conduct of this workshop. On behalf of the organizers, I once again thank each one of you